Good morning, it's Shelly with Gilbert Marketplace, and before I get my day started today, I thought I'd jump on and show you a quick little tutorial on using things out of the clearance section. Have you seen these nice little signs? They're like $8, really hard, has the section where you can hang it. Obviously the Y probably isn't going to work for a lot of people, but I picked them up at Hobby Lobby for like 93 cents. So, you know, what can you do to change them up? Here's a couple little great ideas for every day. You can use the boxwood and just a little bow if I want to put a word in there, home sweet home, or in the middle, joy, or something like that. So I picked up these cute little wreaths, and you can purchase those. They come 3 in a pack for $3 at the Target dollar section. So today I'm going to do this real quick tutorial with you. So this is leather, and it's a really nice piece of leather. I'm just gonna pull it off there. I tried to think of what I could use this leather because the back side, I hate throwing anything away, but the back side is super nice, even if you couldn't use the Y. This one got a little paint on it, but it's a nice, really nice piece of leather. So I always try to think of something that I can use with it. So it has a little bit, obviously, of a rough section. On the one, I just painted over it. I did a little sanding and just painted it over. That's why it has the black center. But you're just gonna take a sanding block that you can get at the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna do that over in my sink here. And just, you know, take that off. So now it's nice and smooth. You can grab any paper you want. I'm just going to use this paper. And what I do is I set it on the edge, and I just push around the edge like this. And that leaves me an indentation on the back of where I need to cut it. Then just grab your pair of scissors and cut that out. I use the back side because you'll be able to see that line perfect. And we're just gonna cut that out. Hopefully everyone's having a good Tuesday today. This sign, like I said, was originally $7.99 and I picked it up for 73 cents. So we're gonna just set it on there, make sure it fits. That's the direction we want it to go. You can pick up your Podge. This is at the Dollar Tree for 99 cents. Grab a paintbrush and just, you know, wipe it all over. I'll need a little bit more here. You don't want it to be soaked because then your paper will wrinkle. I'm light-handed on the Mod Podge. A lot of people go, you know, kind of buck wild with it, and then they wonder why their project, their paper wrinkles. I always say less is more, you know? If it's not sticking on the edge, you can add a little bit more. So then you're just gonna take that. I see there's a glob right there. And then we're going to set it on our block and just kind of push it down. Like I said, I don't use a ton. I don't think it's necessary. I also do not put it over the top. A lot of people do. You know, and maybe if you did it, you know, the next day, it would probably be better. But I feel like when it's wet and then you put it over the top, that also causes wrinkles. But push firmly down so that you can get all the wrinkles out. You can always use a credit card. You got to be careful though if you use that, so you don't rip the paper. But I just kind of firmly press that down. Now, I'll also just use my sanding block, and I just kind of go around the edges. This way you can see where the paper is. It's not perfect. Go in a downward direction and along the edge. It will come out perfect, and it will look like it was meant to go on there. So you don't have to wait till it's real dry. You can see the frays coming, you know, you can see the frays coming off. because that gives it a perfect fit, and it will look like, you know, it was there the whole entire time. All right. So you got all your little fuzzies and mess on your counter there. But we just wipe that off. So now we have a perfect little fit. Now make sure, because this does have the hanging tool, that you set it down so that you end up putting it, we've all done that, right? Put it on upside down or something irritating. So you could just put this right on like that, a little bit wild. I didn't really care for that. As everyone knows, I'm kind of a neat person, more uniform. So what I did is I took a little of my hot glue and I just put the greens on my branch. Now I did leave this on, and I actually am going to kind of twist it around there so that we actually have kind of a knot, the knot in the back. I'm just going to add a little glue, and the reason for that is we're going to need a little bit, this one's a pretty flat one, but like on this one it's really puffy, so we need a little bit more depth, you know, so that, let's just put this green on there so it doesn't stick out too far. Also, when you're gluing this down, it will be easier, you'll have a little more bite to the twine. So just go around your wreath. Like I said, if you like it wild like that, that's fine. This board isn't that big neither, so I didn't really want it off my, you know, board. As this is drying, just kind of keep an eye. If you get a little wrinkle, rub it out while we're holding these. Okay, we'll do our next little section here. So literally for $2 you could do this little project. And like I said, if you have a Cricut machine or you know, the Silhouette or something like that, even if you have one of those glow forges that do the wood, you could make a cute wood word in the center, and that would be really super cute, give it some dimension. But you could even use a sticker, you could even use a little tiny ornament or something like that if you didn't have one of those machines to create that. So once I got that where I like it, I just think it looks a little bit more full. You don't see so much of that brown. Then where that like twine is on the back, that's where I'm going to glue it down, because like I said, that's going to give us a little bit more to hold it down. And I'm going to tip it a little bit to the side there because we have a bald spot, and that's ultimately where I want to add my bow. Now you could do whatever color ribbon you want. I'm just going to do tone on tone. We got the paper and the ribbon. I did pick this up at the Hobby Lobby also. I know the Dollar Tree carries some similar. So I just make a little bow like I'm tying my shoe. And I tend to keep my fingernails inside the bow as I pull my knot so that my loops tend to be perfect. And then I'll just cut that on a slant. Helps if you use real sharp scissors. You'll get a better cut with the ribbon. So now I have my little bow. I'll add a little glue. And I will put it right here at the top. And here's our little $2 Christmas sign that we really can't go without. I mean, you can't really beat it. It's so super cute for only $2. It gives a lot of look. So make sure when you're, you know, shopping, you look at the clearance section and see, hey, what else could I do with that? You know, you're gonna paint most of the stuff or Mod Podge it anyway, so it doesn't really matter the condition that's in, you know? Again, it's another quick DIY by Shelly at Gilbert Marketplace. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that. If you hit the bell, it will tell you the next time I'm uploading a video. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great Tuesday.